Hey everybody, this is Michael Estes. It's time to claim your seat, embrace the narrative that defies triumph. This is a Seat at the Table podcast where dreams are kindled and destinies are crafted. Welcome aboard. Hey, welcome to a Seat at the Table podcast. I have a dynamic and accomplished Malachi J. Turner, a 26-year young leader and entrepreneur hailing from the vibrant Sacramento, California. This dude has over 8 years of experience in sales, marketing, and leadership, and I mean leadership. Malachi has honed his expertise to a fine edge, having acquired thousands of customers and facilitated the generation of over 7 figures in revenue for companies. This dude is bad. He stands as a testament to the power of belief and persistence. I've been trying to get Malachi on this podcast for a while now, and I got him, y'all. I got him. You know, he's a seasoned success coach and public speaker. Malachi has developed and deployed leaders around the globe, leaving a lasting impact on individuals and organizations alike. As a visionary founder of Impossible Marketing, Inc., and ambassadors of the kingdom, he continues to inspire and empower others to reach their full potential. Ladies and gentlemen, join us as we delve into Malachi's journey, insights, challenges, strategies, triumphs, and successes on this episode of a Seat at the Table podcast. Welcome, Malachi. Thank you for coming in.
Coach Michael Estes, a seat at the table. Let's eat.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
I'm excited, man. First thing I want to say is thank you so much for putting this thing together. I think it's so important to put together environments. It's so important to put together information and opportunities for people to listen and learn. You know, I know podcasts like this is how I was able to grow and still grow today. So thank you.
Okay. So Malachi, I think I met you. You were 18 years old?
Man, I must have been probably 19.
19? Yeah.
I think it was 2018.
So now you're 26 years old, and you've already made a significant impact in sales and marketing. Let me ask you this question right here, because this is important. What first sparked your interest in these fields?
Well, I believe that sales, anybody wanting to create a massive income, anybody wanting to create a massive impact, sales and leadership are some of the highest paid professions in the world. I think you learn so much about yourself. I think you learn so much about other people.
Right.
And if you want something without a cap, sales is the way to go. A lot of people, they don't understand, but we have $1 million dreams in a minimum wage vehicle.
Yes.
So if you're working a job where you want to be able to create massive income, but there's a glass ceiling over your head, you can't become the president of that company, unless something happens to him, most likely.
Right.
It's not as likely that you're going to be able to advance all the way to millions of dollars.
Right.
The only way that you can really do that is through commission-based opportunities, sales. And then at the same time, you learn so much about yourself. You learn soft skills. You learn how to speak. You learn how to communicate. You learn how to pay attention to what's being said and what's also not being said. That's sales. And in leadership, leverage is the ability to get paid 1% of 100 people's efforts as opposed to 100% of your own.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So what you're able to do with sales is you're able to have a limitless income. And what you're able to do with leadership is multiply your ability throughout depths of people or a network of people, a team of people.
Okay, see, this young man is full of knowledge. So I hope y'all are paying attention because he's a good role model to be listening to. So you've acquired thousands of customers and generated millions in revenue. What strategies have been most effective in achieving these results?
Well, I mean, through my journey in sales, I've learned a lot. I've learned about ads. I mean, there's so many different ways you're able to generate leads, generate revenue with technology today.
Right,
you have artificial intelligence. You have Facebook ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads, so many different ways. But for me, to answer your question very directly, it's been word of mouth.
Okay.
And I believe that word of mouth is one of the most effective ways to bring a product or service to the market. Why? Because people want to buy from those they know, like, and trust.
Oh, you know what? That's a Bible right there. When it comes to being in business, right? People want to do business with those that they know, like, and trust. I mean, I've been saying that from the day that I started.
Yes.
The day that I started. So I definitely agree with you there. Talk to me a little bit about AI marketing and sales and how that works with you.
I'm not an AI expert. I've been able to leverage it a little bit, Chat GPT and, things of that nature. I've seen it. I've been enamored by it. I'm shocked by it. And I know that it's going to revolutionize the future. I know it's going to revolutionize business. I'm a huge believer in it's not what you know, but who you know.
Got it.
I have a big Rolodex, as some may see, or some may say. And I have friends that are big in AI. You're big in AI.
Definitely.
I have buddies over there in Silicon Valley. They're big in AI. And so I'm just staying tuned in with them. Hey, what's going on with this? How can I leverage this? And I just believe it's going to change the way that we do business forever.
It is. And it is. And, I could get into that, but this is your interview. So I'm going to move on from there. Okay. And I'm going to stay on point. Sure. Right? Stay on point. But as a success coach and public speaker, how do you approach developing and deploying leaders on a global scale? Because, see, I remember when you first started out, I remember you traveling.
Yeah.
You just like, I'm leaving Sacramento, right? And I started tracking you because I was tracking you on social media. Yeah. You way in Florida. You in Philadelphia. You on the East Coast. You in the Midwest, And I'm like, this dude is doing something,
Sure.
And this was like years ago.
Sure.
And I remember that training that I did for the group of you guys.
I remember.
That's when we met.
Yes.
And in that training, right, I could almost pick out who was going to do it, and I had my eye on you.
Sure.
Yeah. So tell me about that.
Well, first things first, I would like to appreciate you, Coach Estes, because I believe that there are certain individuals who are sent to be able to make an impact or an impression on our lives. I believe that some people are, meant to give us a conscious interrupt.
Got it.
And you gave me a conscious interrupt. Right? You served as that lighthouse, a light at the end of the tunnel, that if you keep going, that it will work out, that things will begin to take place. And so I thank you because you didn't get paid for that training, right? You weren't compensated, but you decided to learn, earn, and then return.
There you go.
And so I want to give you your kudos on your podcast and make sure that people know what kind of person you are. But to answer your question, I think you would ask me what strategies I use to develop and deploy leaders.
What did you do? What was Malachi's secret sauce?
I mean, there's no secret sauce. I know a lot of the time we're looking for secret sauce, but one nugget, one gem that I can give is show, shadow, duplicate.
Okay.
We live in the information age. I think all of us are connected by the World Wide Web, by the internet.
There you go.
You can get on Instagram, you can get on TikTok, Facebook, and you can just go ahead and message somebody. Right, you can connect with somebody. You can find people with like interests, like mindsets. You can click on a hashtag. You can click on a location, a geotag, and start and begin to connect with these people. And as far as developing and deploying leaders, yes, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Right, I'm going to allow you for you to watch me. Then I'm going to have you do it. I'm going to shadow you. I'm going to watch you. I'm going to critique you, give you constructive criticism. And then guess what? You're going to duplicate and do what it is that I did. And, you go out there into the world and you make an impact. Cool.
That's deep right there, but I like that. So can you share another story, right, behind the founders of Impossible Marketing, Inc.? What was your vision when you started, and what is it today, and how has it evolved?
Good question. So I started in business at 2016. Mm-hmm. And
dang, you was 17, huh?
I was 18 years young. I had just turned 18, freshly 18. I was still a senior in high school. And my goal was financial freedom. I don't know how I was going to do it. I was broke, busted, disgusted,
and can't be trusted. That's it.
No, that's where I was at.
Yeah.
Right. And so I didn't necessarily I didn't know that it was possible to be a business owner and entrepreneur coming from where I came from. I thought you had to be Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg with like the next Facebook or Apple. I didn't understand that there were other ways to be able to work that entrepreneurial muscle. And so a friend of mine sits me down at Starbucks, right? And, you know, from that point forward, I didn't know really what I was getting into with entrepreneurship. I don't know what it was about. I just knew that I was a student athlete. And as an athlete, we tie our output to our input.
There you go. That's right.
Right?
That's right.
You want to work on your 40 time? Hey, you run sprints.
You got to get out there.
You work on those fast twitch muscles. You want to catch more footballs. You stay after practice, right? And you work on your catching. So entrepreneurship just made sense as an athlete. Got started. The vision was to become financially free. That was it. I just wanted to make, honestly, 6 figures when I was 18.
Okay.
And from there, you know, what I've been able to do with Impossible Marketing, Inc., sales, marketing, leadership. Those have been my big 3. And what I've been able to do with Impossible Marketing is basically create networks. How do I create the network? Again, develop and deploy leaders, pour time into people, build people, and people have built the business. We've done that with multiple different products and services, different industries. And, you know, obviously, as you stated, been able to amass thousands of customers.
Yeah. And I know this to be true.
Yes.
You know, we ain't just talking. You know, he like the Migos say, what they say? Walk that talk.
Right.
Walk that talk. Walk that talk. But going back, you know, pulling you back a little bit, right? What is your definition of financial freedom, though? Because you said Impossible Marketing Inc., you know, you created that because you wanted to, as an entrepreneur, you wanted to find out how to get to financial freedom.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know, I call it the FIN number, right?
Yeah.
The financial independence number.
Yeah.
Right. So basically, what's your FIN?
Well, there's 2 things I would say because Impossible Marketing has evolved. I didn't mention this. We actually have a content agency as well. I noticed a lot of people were asking me questions. I gotta, you know, mention that because you asked me where it started and kind of where it went. And a lot of people ask me, you know, there's different ways to generate leads. There's different ways to be able to, you know, create business and build business. And one of the biggest ways I've been able to do that is attraction marketing. And so Impossible Marketing has also evolved. Now we have a branch that's a content agency. And so when people need content, when they need a reel, when they need a TikTok, when they need a YouTube short, myself, my team of editors, right, what we're able to do is help people no matter.
So are y'all hearing this? I mean, I hope you guys are hearing this because if you got anything that you want to do online,
yes,
this dude right here, Malachi, is the man. So he's someone you need to contact. So I hope y'all hearing this.
All credit to my team. I've got a team of highly skilled editors who, you know, will chop your content up. They will, you know, kind of get your vision, what you want to accomplish, what you want to create, and we'll help you build that brand. But to answer your question, the FIN number, right? What is financial freedom?
Right.
I keep it simple, man. I believe it's different for everybody. And I would say that it's the ability to do what you want with who you want. Whenever, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
Okay, cool.
You know,
cool.
Earl Nightingale says success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal.
Okay.
That's relative to.
So you got quite a few things going on here. So,
sure.
Ambassadors of the Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
That's an intriguing name, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I pretty much can get an understanding of what it is, but what inspired you to create this organization, and what is the primary mission of Ambassadors of the Kingdom?
Oh, don't get me fired up.
No, come on, let's go.
So the thing was this, you know, over my 8+ years of experience, I've worked with several different companies.
Mm-hmm.
I've represented multiple different products and services, and things kept changing.
Got it.
Right? The cheese kept moving.
You know what? And who moved your cheese, right?
Who moved my cheese?
But I always say this right here. The only thing that remains constant is change.
Yes.
Right? And see, so you got to go into it understanding and knowing that change is going to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to come. And it's okay.
That's right.
You know? It's okay. It's how you can operate and change with that change.
How
that
you can
comes.
adapt, how
Yeah,
you can
there
roll
you
with
go.
the
There you
punches
go.
and lose no teeth.
There you go. There you go.
But to answer your question, ambassadors of the kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
what happened was all these things were changing. The company, the product, the service, my partnerships, things kept changing. And I said, you know what? What is it that can remain constant through this all? What is it that does not change?
Right.
And that was the one true living God.
Okay.
And so for me, I said, you know what I want to do? You know, as much as I'm for prosperity, as much as I'm for abundance, as much as I'm for being able to create your dream life, for me, ambassadors of the kingdom is purpose work. And in those times of change, I said, what do I really want to, like when I'm gone, what is the message that I want?
The legacy, right?
What is that thing?
Yeah.
Is it a Rolls Royce?
What is the legacy you want to leave
Is it a
behind?
Lamborghini? And the thing that I came to, the conclusion that I really came to, the message that I want to send is that if you practice God's principles, you can participate in his promises.
Okay.
And that's the message of ambassadors of the kingdom. That has consisted of, you know, free calls that people can plug into and learn about success principles and God principles. I believe they're one and the same. I think that Bible just stands for basic instructions before leaving earth.
Got it.
And so, you know, in addition to that, I do speaking engagements for ambassadors of the kingdom.
Okay.
We have an Instagram page people can follow, Ambassadors of the Kingdom, Inc. It's purpose work.
Cool. I always say passion, purpose, and promise, right?
That's
and
right.
you know, the thing about that is that's, believe it or not,
Yeah.
what you're saying is what have brought me success in everything that I've done because I put God first in everything that I do, right? I'm not ashamed to say it.
Amen.
Like they say, I'm not ashamed of the gospel.
Come on.
You know, because I know what it's done for me. But at the same time, just hearing it from you,
Mm-hmm.
right, it kind of takes me back to the beginning. And I like to go back there to when I first met you. And that's how I was able to identify because I saw the light. You know, and here we are, you know, here we are, you know, what?
Years later.
Yeah, 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years later, and here we are, and you're still on that same path because it was purposed.
That's right.
See, and that's the thing right there. So, what challenges have you faced as a young entrepreneur, and how have you overcome them?
Man, I mean, I can give you a long list. I don't even
I
know.
know.
I don't
I
know
know.
where I could start. You know what I'm saying?
Just give me one good story then. Because
Man,
we
that's a
all
tough
get knocked down, but you know what? Winners get up.
I could just say, you know, there's so many things. One thing I could give you is haters, man. You know, they say if you want to make everybody happy, sell ice cream.
There
Don't
you
be
go.
a leader.
There you go.
Do not be a leader, man. Because if you're about to do something big and nobody's talking about you, something's wrong. And that was a concept that was very challenging for me to be able to accept. Because when you have a heart of wanting to help people and your heart is to do it right, but then people still get you so wrong, it can be tough. It can be challenging.
I've been there, man. You know what? I've been there. I had to learn that haters have to become your daily vitamin.
Oh, man.
You know, it really does because you have to go ahead and take your vitamins in the morning because you're gonna meet them.
Yeah.
You know, and just keep on going because you know why you was purposed to do what you're
Yes.
doing, and you know they crucified Jesus.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
You know,
I had to understand that. I said, well, if they spit on Jesus, if they, you know, whipped and flawed Jesus, if they put him on the cross, well, who am I?
there you go.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, God gave me the vision. God gave you the vision. He didn't give them the vision. So why in the world should they see it? And I had to kind of get comfortable with that. I like the scripture, Galatians 6:9. It says, let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time, we'll reap a harvest if we don't give up.
And you know what else? For many are called, but few are chosen, brother.
Come on.
And that's the thing. That's the thing right there. So, Malachi, in your opinion, what are the key qualities that define a successful leader in today's world? I mean, talk to the audience right now.
What are the key qualities that define a great leader?
Yes, today's leader. Today, because like you were saying earlier, things are always and constantly changing, right? You know what? what we're doing today, 3 months from now, we'll be doing something totally different.
Two things.
You know?
Two things. Number one, John Maxwell says a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way.
Okay.
In addition to that, anytime I'm looking to follow a leader, I look for two things. Number one, character. Number two, production. I don't do one without the other. You got production. I don't care if you made $10 million last month. I won't follow you without the right character.
You got to have that character.
You have to have the right character.
This brother be spitting it out now. Y'all better, you better know it. you better know. So what role does belief and persistence play in your success, and how do you cultivate these traits in others?
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 through 3 says, write the vision and make it plain upon stone tables that he
who reads it
may
run with it.
Yes.
There you go.
Though it tarry, wait for it because it will surely come.
Yep.
Right?
There you go.
It says the vision is yet for an appointed time. So for me, belief, in the book of Matthew, it says, as ye believeth, so shall it be done unto you. And so for me, I understood that, and I said, okay, faith, right? It is important that I believe. Faith is the only way to please God, right?
That's the only way.
And so if it's depending upon my faith, then I better learn how to believe. And a lot of people hear that and they say, okay, I need to believe. No, there's a way to believe.
That's right.
There's a way to believe. The way that we increase our belief, right? Word says faith comes by hearing.
And hearing comes by the word of God.
So when it comes to hearing, I understood that I needed to be able to hear what it is that I was believing for on repeat. I understood that I needed to be able to impact all of my five senses. What I'm seeing is going to increase my belief, my environment, what I'm hearing, what I'm smelling, right? What I'm tasting and touching all have to do with my belief.
Right.
So, I learned that I would have to be able to impact my belief enough so that I would be able to gain leverage over myself, because I'm pretty sure everybody watching has wanted something. They said, man, I want that so bad.
Right.
But their belief goes up and down like a roller coaster.
Right. But that's why you got to have a purpose.
Yes.
Because your purpose, right, when you're believing and it's purposeful, what you're believing, then it becomes your why.
That's right.
Right? And then once you put those three things together, right, all you waiting on is the manifestation date. Because it's manifesting already.
Come on.
Right? It's like a farmer, right, that's planting corn.
That's right.
That farmer gets up in that season, right? Mm-hmm. And he plants that field and he's just putting seed after seed after seed after seed after seed, right? In that whole field, right? Ain't no corn. It's just some seeds. Right, but the thing about it, in his mind, right, and what he sees, and in his vision, he sees an entire cornfield, right? Because you know what, he getting ready to get paid by Del Monte.
Come on,
right? So he's planting, Come on. Right, and then he cultivated. He takes care of it. See, that's how we do when we're building anything.
Come on.
Right? Building businesses or whatever, right? When we have a vision for something, he had the vision.
Yes.
He made it plain.
That's right.
Right? He's like, Del Monte getting ready to pay me, and they're gonna pay me some bucks, right? And they're gonna pay me good, right?
Yeah.
So, but yet and still, you take him all the way back to day one. All he had was seeds.
Yes.
So yeah, I like that. I like that analogy, brother. I like that. With your experience in generating substantial revenue for companies, which I think is awesome to just be 26 years old and you're doing that. I know that you're doing it because I've been tracking you, right? What advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs looking to scale their business?
Well, there's multiple things I could say. The biggest thing I could say for somebody that really wants to get somewhere,
but get with you, right?
not even, man. I would just, even if it's not me, I would tell people, find a mentor.
There you go.
You gotta
that's
have
true.
a mentor.
I mean, I have one.
You have to have a mentor.
I have one because sometimes I don't feel like doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and he's like, hey,
for real.
That's right. And that mentor needs to be someone that's doing more than you.
Come on.
That's doing more than you. So because what you're trying to do is you're trying to level up.
Yes.
So yeah, go for it though.
Yeah. I mean, mentorship is wisdom without waiting. Mentorship is wisdom without the wounds.
Okay.
Right? And so, the blind leading the blind, everybody ends up in the ditch.
Right.
So it's important, right, for those people that are watching that want to get somewhere, you have to find somebody that's been there, done that, and bought the T-shirt. It's too many bees listening to ants on how to make honey. It makes no sense.
Right.
Somebody can love you, somebody can care about you, and still not know what they're talking about. Family members, friends, they may have advice for you. One thing I would tell the listeners or people who want to get somewhere, don't do anything. Just my advice, don't do anything unless you have somebody who's been there, done that, and bought the T-shirt. And then when you find them, honor them, because what you don't honor will leave you.
There you go.
Stick
That's
with that
good
person.
advice. That's good advice.
Do what they did to get what they now have.
Okay. So looking to the future, what are your goals for Impossible Marketing Inc. and Ambassadors of the Kingdom? How, Malachi, do you plan to continue inspiring and empowering others?
There's so many things I could say. The biggest thing I could say is I kind of look at myself as a broker of opportunity, right?
Okay. So
for those people listening, whether they want more time freedom, money freedom, the ability to live a more impactful, purposeful life, whatever sector that includes, my goal is to create opportunities for people, to connect people with the individuals and the mentors, the coaches that are going to take them where they want to go in whatever field.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
And then in addition to that, to be able to create obviously impact and obviously, income.
Got it.
Right? Success is about me, but significance and purpose has to do with other people. And so my goal here is to impact the lives of other people and solve major problems in the world. If we're talking very, directly, I would say everything I just said. And then also is, within, ambassadors of the kingdom, the message remains the same, to show people that if you practice God's principles, you can participate in his promises.
And not only that, bro, you can be a world changer.
Yes.
See, and that's what's important. And I like that. Thank you for that, because, man, that was a mouthful right there. Like I said, this young man is full of knowledge. And hopefully you guys are getting some of this knowledge today, because that is one of the reasons why I'm so excited to bring him on. Just in closing, because we can go on and on and on. We can, but
Sure.
Respect to just the listener.
Sure.
Give me from your heart something that just in closing, that you want to share with the audience, that that they could take with them today and manifest something great in your life. In their life.
There's two things I could give you. The first things that I could give every single listener is, when we're younger, we dream, right? We have the biggest dreams, to be astronauts, to be the president of our country, to be able to, change the world. But when we get older, right, we begin to shrink those dreams. And we shrink our dreams to match our income. I would tell every single listener to increase your income to match your dreams.
Cool. That's good stuff.
I would also tell them you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you spend time around 5 broke people, 5 people with a poor mindset. Poor stands for passing over opportunity repeatedly. If you hang around those people, you're gonna be number 6. But if you can make some real decisions about eliminating the people that don't, add value to your life, right? And you can spend more time around those who are going in the direction you want to go or are already there, you will be number 6, right, of those 5 people.
There you go.
And the last thing I want to tell them is, again, Matthew, right, chapter 9:29. As ye believeth, so shall it be done unto you.
Okay.
So we can all serve the same God, but we can have totally different experiences based upon our belief.
Right. So to sum all that up, I'm like, stop playing small.
Stop playing small. We only get one life to live.
Stop playing small. Yeah. So Malachi, just quick for the audience, tell them how to get in touch with you if they want to get in touch with you. What are some of the, you know, give them your contact information, because I really think that people really need to get an opportunity to connect with you. So how do people connect with you?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm on almost all platforms.
Okay,
right.
Then spit some of them out then, because we you know, this is going to be a plug for you.
I mean, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn. Where else? You know, I'm on Threads, X. I'm pretty much on all the major platforms. But if somebody really wants to get in contact with me, if you guys are watching this, best thing I would say is just go ahead and send me a DM. You know, and let me know that you viewed a Seat at the Table podcast. You know, maybe let me know something that you took away from it. And there's no telling, you know, what we may be able to create. Maybe I'm a relationship guy, so maybe we don't do business. I still want to be connected with you. I would love to be able to serve and be able to help you get to where you're going. Hey, I'm always on the move. So maybe there's an opportunity that we can connect on. Maybe I can put you in position to be able to move in the direction of your goals. But the best place for them to probably reach me is Instagram.
Okay.
So send me a DM on Instagram. Let me know you were on a Seat at the Table podcast, and we can set up a call from there.
Yeah, and you know what? You said something really good there. DM me. You know, a lot of times we're on Instagram and we see something that really get our attention, and we'll heart it, we'll like it or whatever, and then that's it, right? But I'm gonna tell you something. This is a secret here.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think a lot of people really understand that. A serious business person or entrepreneur welcomes the DM.
Yes.
So if you don't know that person, I mean, I'm telling you, I've grown my network by DMing people that I don't even know across the entire world.
Same here.
And establish connections with them. And, you know, I travel a lot.
Right.
You know, I travel abroad. And people that I've DM'd, right, if I go to their country, we connect.
Come on.
You know, so it's just social media really makes this world a whole lot smaller, right? But not only does it make it smaller, what it does is it kind of brings you into a networking arena where nothing is impossible.
Come on.
Right? Nothing is impossible.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. This is Malachi Turner. I mean, like I said, you know, it's a blessing, man, to have you here on the Seat at the Table podcast. I really appreciate you, sir. I look forward to doing this again sometime in the future. But right now, check this brother out, because I'm telling you, this man right here, everything that he says, his heart is full, and it's a heart of gold. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.
Coach Michael S., it's my pleasure.
Yes.